Foolish money, spending your money foolishly. How to save your money. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna, Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics. I hope you like, share, subscribe. All 5 channel names are pinned to the top of the comment section or the description box below. Foolish spending habits. So what am I talking about? Well, you know, Grandma always said a penny saved is a penny not spent is a penny saved. And you know what? I believe what Grandma said. I think often when we think before we spend, often we will not spend. But often people are so used to spending that they're not really thinking before they spend. Now, my husband and my 2 sons have gone on a trip. And on the way, I packed a lot of great food, healthy food, nutritious food, easy to prepare food. And I told them, I said, it's really foolish to go out to a restaurant all the time or to quick stops and to pick up junk food that's, first of all, unhealthy for you. Number 2, to spend all that money that you don't need to spend. By the way, I have my bananas over there and I'm actually saving the peelings. Now, I have heard, and I'm not sure about this, so I'm just telling you what I heard about bananas, but I'm hearing there's such a thing as banana peeling flour. And so I'm determined to try it out and see if it works. But anyhow, that's why you see all those bananas out there. Anyhow, a lot of people just spend money without thinking about it. They're constantly going through drive-thrus to get a cup of coffee, several dollars that they're spending, and that begins to add up. Whereas they could take a thermos jug like the old-fashioned way with them, with their coffee exactly the way they want, and probably for just pennies. And it's the same way in my day, people took their lunch with them to work. They didn't go out to a restaurant every day or to a fast food to get food. All of that adds up. It adds up to a lot. People often throw away money. If you go to the grocery store hungry, you're likely to buy food that's not good for you. If you go to the grocery store having just eaten a little while ago, you're probably less likely to buy the wrong foods, and you're probably more likely to be selective. Often the processed foods are more expensive. When people say, oh, it's so expensive to eat healthy, I'm not so sure that that's true. It may be expensive, but then a bag of junk food is often way more expensive than a healthy selection of an organic food choice that's good for our bodies. So I think it kind of depends upon how you look at it. Maybe you get more quantity with a junk food, processed food for your money, but it may not be anywhere near as healthy as, let's say, an organic type of food that you have to prepare. A lot of times people don't want to take the time out to prepare. Now, if you're a busy person during the week, you can often prepare on the weekends, or you can have the family all kind of come together and work together in the kitchen. My family loves to cook together in the kitchen, and we do, and it saves with me, it saves with them. Often I bag up leftovers and mark them so that we know what they are, put them in the freezer, and then when someone comes home and they're hungry and something's not prepared, all they need to do is go into the refrigerator. So it's very, very simple to do. And so I think when we think before we spend, instead of being foolish, people just throw their money away, kind of like fool's gold, in a sense, I guess. They don't think before they spend. Sometimes buying a generic brand can be just as good as a non-generic brand that sometimes is double in price. Often I will buy things in quantity that are on sale that I use that are good for me. That way I have plenty of it. And when it's not on sale, I don't have to buy it. And so I just think when we're money smart, We think before we spend. We think the best uses for our money. You know, I raised my kids on what I call thrift shop clothes. Now, no one knew that they were thrift shop clothes. I grew up with hand-me-downs. We didn't have thrift shops where I lived. But I learned that thrift shops often have fabulous clothes for pennies on the dollar. And so my kids were some of the most well-dressed kids in school, and no one ever knew. All of my clothes, including this blouse, has come from the thrift shop, probably off the quarter rack. So even thrift shops have discount areas and discount days. And, you know, not all thrift shops are equal. So you want to find the, you know, kind of search around and find a great thrift shop for yourself, whether it's for furniture, clothes, or anything else. Now, some things I don't buy at thrift shops, like mechanical items. Some can be very good, and yet some may not. And so I'm very watchful on that. And often a thrift shop has a no return policy as well. So you have to keep that in mind and make sure what the policies are at the thrift shop for returning merchandise. So I thought I would come on here and just talk about how foolish people often are that just frivolously spend their money without thinking about it. Okay, so think before you spend. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.